Hey guys, so for today I am opening up the August ArtSnacks box, and if you've never heard of these guys, they are really awesome, and it's a monthly subscription, so you can pay $24 a month or you can pay $132 for a 6-month subscription or $240 for a 12-month subscription, and those are the prices for a subscription within the US. So today I'm opening up the August box, so let's open it up and see what we got. So in each box you always have a card that tells you a little bit of information about each item in the box. Our goodies wrapped in tissue paper, my art snack for the month, and oh, I see I got a different sticker this month. That's pretty. So usually you get the typical logo that looks like this in the box each month, but if they're doing something special, if it's a holiday, sometimes they'll jazz the sticker up a little bit and change it, so I really like that. And it looks like I got something that would not fit in the tissue, so some ink here. That looks really interesting. Alright, so let's move this out of the way and look at what all we got. So usually your items come wrapped in the tissue paper, and it's usually in this pretty green color. Sometimes they do change up the tissue paper too, depending on, like I said, holidays or special occasions. So let's see what we got. Oh wow. Alright, so quick look and then let's take them away. So this is the Faber-Castell Echo Pigment Fibre-Tip pen. So let's try, ooh, that's nice. It's a big tip, 0.7. So this says, whether you're sketching or writing, you'll reach for the Faber-Castell Echo Pigment Fibre-Tip pen, which is a lot to say, over and over again. This reliable fine liner pen features a sturdy metal-clad 0.7mm nib and a comfortable grip. And I have to say I do like the grip. Made from unused automobile plastic, this pen is highly recyclable. Since its pigmented ink is light, fast, and waterproof, you can lay ink or watercolor on top of your sketch lines carefree. So we should be able to add water to this, and it should not bleed. Alright, so let's give that a second to dry. And then we'll test it out with some water. I'm going to go ahead and test this out. Ooh, that's nice. Some of it bleeding a little bit I can see, but I don't think I've given it enough time to dry. So I'm seeing a little bit of bleeding, but it's just because I haven't given it enough time to dry, because you can see this up here did not bleed at all. So if you are using this pen and then you want to, add watercolor or anything on top of it, I would highly recommend, giving it plenty of time to dry. Because see right here, you can tell nothing, it's not bleeding at all. So giving it plenty of time to dry, or you're going to end up with something that looks a little bit like that. So that is the Faber-Castell Echo Pigment, and I really like the design of this pen. I love the grip. I love the clip right here, how that looks. I also like that the grip is slightly flared here at the end. That feels really good on my finger, and I also like the grip, so I think I would really enjoy drawing with these. So I like this. Okay, so I figured out that these two guys actually go together, and it says customize the way you draw with the Zigco Kuro letter pen, derived from the Japanese words Cocoiro meaning heart and iro meaning color. This pen was made for you to choose each part separately to match your mood. From the pen's body color to the nib style, mix and match a variety of features to express your unique creativity. This month we've included an extra fine brush tip refill for you. So this is the refill. And for your new pen body, perfect for all of your inking needs. So if I take this guy out, this is supposed to be the body for my pen, because as you can see, there's nothing in there. So this is intended for this guy, and I really like this. I love the glitter going on, the sparkle going on right here. So I'm going to take this off, and then we've also got a cap here to protect the end, and that is really nice. That is ultra fine. I don't think it says the size. So anyway, very nice. Alright guys, so it's looking like this is how it's supposed to go. It looks like there should be some kind of cap here, but I don't know, maybe that's just the look they were going for, that you can see the end. I'm not 100% sure. So it comes apart like this. You take off the lid, you screw this off, and then this is your refill. So this is what you can replace, and then the pen body you keep. So you can turn this back on here, put the lid on, and you've got a pen. So I'm not 100% sure how I feel about it. It's a nice pen. This would bug me, but like I said, I mean, there's nothing else in the box, so that's apparently how it's supposed to look, because this does not fit. It's too big. So there she is. Other than that, I mean, it's a good pen. It writes really well when you can get the ink to come out. There she goes. So, not really 100% sure how I feel about that. I don't think it's something I would invest my money in. I mean, it's kind of cool, but yeah, okay, let's move on. So our next item is the Princeton Long Round number 8 paintbrush. So let's take this guy out, maybe. All right, that is nice. Okay, so let's read a little bit about the paintbrush. So the Princeton Velvetouch Long Round Brush Size 8. Paint in the lap of luxury with the Princeton Velvetouch Long Round Brush. Its silky soft finished wood handle complements the excellent performance of its synthetic fibers. 7 years of research and development went into creating these filaments meant to outperform natural hair. This brush is the ultimate mixed media tool and can be used with various mediums. Go ahead and try it out with your Amsterdam Acrylic Ink, and I think I will. The brush tip feels really soft. I do like the feeling of the handle. It's smooth, but it still has kind of a little bit of almost like a rubbery grip to it, the way they designed the handle. So I really like the handle. Let's get a new page and test out our ink. This is pretty. All right. So this is Amsterdam Acrylic Ink. And this is new to ArtSnacks. Summer may be winding down, but Amsterdam Acrylic Ink will keep your days bright all year round. This highly pigmented ink is extremely versatile. It can be thickly applied like acrylic paint or diluted with water to achieve watercolor effects. Shake well before using, then feel free to work directly out of the bottle with your brush or use the convenient ink dropper. Layering is effortless with this fast drying ink, so get creative and explore some new techniques. All right. Ooh, is that bent? Ooh, the ink dropper is curved. Can we see that? That is really neat. So you can see it's curved right here. At first I thought there was just a drop of ink on it, but it's actually curved instead of straight. That's nice. Okay, so let's try not to make a big mess. And I'm gonna dip my brush in the ink first. Let's move this so we don't have a shadow. So this is a very pretty color. It almost looks a little iridescent. I don't know if that's the light or what, but it almost looks like it has a little bit of a shine to it. So this is a really pretty color. I love the color they sent me. Okay, let's try with some water. So also really nice with the water. So I'm gonna pull some of this ink over here because it also said it was good for layering. And then we're gonna add a second layer and a smidgen of water, just a little bit. So I really like this ink. It's highly pigmented. It's working really well with the brush. I'm sure it would work also very nicely with a nib. The layering is really nice. It's working really well with the water. Every time ArtSnacks sends me ink, it's always really high quality. So this is no exception. So I have to say I really like the ink. The brush is handling really well too. It's got a nice tip. So we'll give those a second to dry. So I have to say overall I really like the paintbrush. It's a little bigger than what I'm accustomed to using, but I really love what they have coated the brush in to create the grip. Like I said, it's smooth, but it also has a little bit of a rubbery texture to give you a nice hold if you're holding up here. I love what they used for the bristles. Again, they're nice and smooth. It's got good control. It's not too stiff, but again, it's not too soft either. So I have nice control when I'm using the paintbrush. So let's wash this off. And I really like the ink. I love the color they sent me. Sometimes I'm kind of bummed out with the colors they sent me, but I love this pink that they sent me. The pigment is nice and strong, and again, I love the tip that it's curved on the end instead of it being just perfectly straight, which is how most of them are. So I love the dropper and how it's curved. So definitely a positive for the ink and the paintbrush. So final thoughts, I love my little sticker. That's a nice change from this little guy that I normally get. So I love my little kind of rainbow pretzel sticker. Again, told you guys I love the brush. I love the texture on the handle. The ink is awesome. I like the drawing pen. Let's scooch this up here. I like the drawing pen that they sent me. Big fan of the grip. I like the little touch on the way they did the clip on the pen. This is definitely a pen that I would be interested in inking with, just in a smaller size, because I typically do not work this big. But I love the pen. Not a big fan of this thing. I mean, I understand that they're trying to kind of recycle the body. I guess less waste there. I'm not a big fan of this on the end. It could get, you know, crushed or broken with this being, you know, a vulnerable piece out here, and then you lose all your ink. But I mean, it's a neat idea. It's not for me. It might be for, you know, you guys, but I'm just not a big fan of it. And then we talked about my only other concern is if you are somebody, you know, with big fans or, you know, dexterity issues, this is a really, really small pen. So I don't know how well this would work for some of you. Like I said, I have small hands, so it's not a real issue for me, but it might be for you guys, so you never know. But overall, I'm pretty happy with what they sent me. Love the ink, love the paintbrush. I'd be interested in maybe ordering myself some of these in different sizes to try out with inking. So that's it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.